River City. It's me, Aldo.
And me, Adrian.
And we back
for another Rctv. Now let's take it down 3 notches to Rctv's suicide prevention.
Last year, 1,668 teens committed suicide, making suicide the third leading cause of death for 13 through 18-year-olds. 4 out of 5 teens who attempt suicide have given clear warning signs. If you know anyone struggling with this problem, please contact a counselor or this number between my hands.
Or talk to them. Don't ever think you're putting the image of suicide in their head and not do anything about it.
Because you are just as guilty. Believe me, misery loves company.
A mama bear never wants to find out about her little cub committing suicide. Then to find out you knew what was going on the whole time and did nothing about it. Thanks. Now here's water conservation with Samaje and Pedro.
Water is good for society. Make sure the water resources are top, because make sure when you're in the shower, make sure the water's off, because that holds up too much pollution. And also make sure when you water the grass, you turn the water off as well, because it can mess up the environment. That's how. Pollution is very bad for society and very bad for the world. So make sure when you're in your car, make sure you turn your engines off, because it could get other people sick.
Okay, I would definitely, if it wasn't that far, I would definitely consider either riding my bike or even using public transportation can save a lot of pollution. Doing anything like rollerblading, skating, riding a skateboard, anything that's not using a car.
Let's go make a difference.
Now here's a helpful guide on what to do during lockdown drill from Lucas.
Hi, I'm Lucas and I'm here with the principal's secretary, and we're going to be talking about if a lockdown happens and you're in the career center or office.
Hi, so if you are either in the career center or the office and a lockdown drill happens, you would immediately be instructed to go with Ms. Delatorre from the career center or whichever secretary you're by to the middle office, which used to be the attendance office. It's now the independent study room. It's a room that has no outside windows. So you go in there, and just like you would in a classroom, all the lights are switched off, everybody remains quiet, nobody gets on their phone, and you stay in there quietly until you're given instructions to either leave or follow some other instruction, depending upon whether it's a drill or an actual incident.
Thank you for your time.
Not a problem.
Hi, I'm with Mr. Meisner, the biology teacher, and we're going to be talking about what students should do during a lockdown. What would be the best thing for students with cell phones to do?
Well, that's always a tough one, because your instinct would be, I got a cell phone, I got to let somebody know that there's a danger. And as much as that seems logical, once the lockdown has been established, and we'll know because the alarm goes off, the authorities have already been notified. They know what to do. If everybody starts texting, making phone calls, there's 2 things that happen. One is, if you're actually verbally talking on the phone, there's a chance the intruders could hear you and get to come into that room. If you're texting, there's going to be a lot of information going out to parents and family and friends, and then that'll get relayed to the authorities, and the authorities are going to have a lot of information to sift through before they can actually make an intelligent guess on where they need to go first to handle the intruder. So if everybody's texting, there could only be maybe 1 intruder, but the information with all the text, it might sound like there's 4 or 5, and that will cause a delay in the reaction from the police department and the authorities to take care of the situation. So the best is seek a refuge and resist the urge to get on your cell phones.
Okay.
Yeah, if there is a lockdown, if the students are in the classroom, the first thing they need to do is just quietly get under their desks so they're in a place of cover. So if there's an intruder, or a threat on campus, it reduces the visibility. If a student happens to be outside of a classroom, their course of action is to quickly go to the nearest room that is open and seek refuge there. If those options are not available, the options are either get to the nearest bathroom and hide in one of the stalls and get your feet up off the ground so they're not visible. Or if they can't do that, find a place to hide on campus so they're safe from the intruder.
Okay, thank you for your time.
All right, you're welcome.
Students not in the classroom are to go to the nearest open room. They should not try to make it to the next period class if there is an open classroom closer to them. Teachers will quickly check the hallway near their classrooms, get students inside, and secure the door. Teachers will take roll of students in their classroom and make a list of students they have in their rooms who are not in their roll sheets. Students should be kept away from the doorway. Students should be directed to get down on the floor away from the doors and windows if necessary. Teachers are to wait for further instructions via the intercom system or phone. Do not try to call the office and tie up phone lines unless it is absolutely necessary. Students should not be using their cell phones during lockdown unless instructed to do so. Students in the immediate vicinity of the threatening activity are to be instructed to move to a safe area away from the immediate threat. Students in restrooms or other unsupervised areas are to get on the floor or ground and stay there until they receive further instructions. Students will be excused at the all clear signal or from verbal instruction via the intercom system or telephone.
Thanks for watching. I'm Pedro.
And I'm Samaze. Till next time, this is
RCTV 2.0.